After every shot, oh, 431, dude, just got domed. But after every shot, I will basically, oh, I'm dead. Hello guys, Nexas here. Welcome back to Destiny 2. And in today's video, guys, we've done it. We have done it. We figured out that the Vex Mythoclast is not a freaking myth. It exists, boys. It freaking exists. And maybe in just my timeline if we're gonna go down the lore route. But the Vex Mythoclast itself, I got it finally from the Mythoclast raid. It's taken 3 weeks, which honestly is luckier than other people. Like, I think I seen a stat where 0.02% or 0.2% of the freaking Destiny 2 player base has the Vex Mythoclast. It is so small. We all know it. We all love it. If you're a D1 vet, anyway, you do. This thing used to be all sorts of broken. And it's a really, really cool weapon. This is what it's going to look like. So you can see already, it's a really exotic looking weapon in terms of look stuff. It's basically like a hot gunman's arm or something like that. And if you go down, I do have the ornament for it too, because obviously you can buy it for Bright just this week. So the stars are just aligning. I got the ornament. I've got the freaking weapon. Everything was aligning. But the Vex Mythoclast, as I said, it was one of the best weapons back in D1. This one is a bit different though. It's not exactly the same as it used to be. It used to have like crowd control and all that sort of jazz, but this one actually makes it a little bit better in terms of it's more exotic, in terms of it's also a linear fusion rifle whilst being a fusion rifle. So it's got both. So you can see it has arrowhead break. It's got the thing volatile battery. This battery simultaneously exists in multiple timelines, causing the weapon to overcharge. Great increased magazine size. We'll get to the volatile battery in a sec when we go to temporal unlimiter. Defeating targets builds stacks of overcharge or press swap firing modes when fully overcharged. In alternate fire mode, hold the trigger to charge up, fire more powerful linear fusion shots. So basically, after a couple of kills, you will get the overcharge to stack, and once it's fully stacked, you will turn it into a linear fusion rifle, which can absolutely wreck. Now, it is a large charge time of 820, but it's kind of hard to get a max sort of stack anyway, so it's not like it's going to be the most OP thing in the world. And then last but not least, is going to be hand-laid stock. It's going to have the same sort of intrinsic as the original Timeless Mythoclast. This weapon fires a single bolt with each trigger pull. So this is a fusion rifle, but it will also fire a full auto at 360 RPM. So you can think of it like an auto rifle in terms of impact and stuff as well. Right now, we're going to be going in with an under buff. It's going to get a buff sometime in the future, which is going to be dope. So we're going to go in and showcase though just what it's like right now. Vex Mythoclast, I am super hyped to use it. I was so happy when it dropped. So without further ado, let's go with some PvP with the Vex. Alrighty, so we're going to be on the Exodus Blue with the Vex, and this is what it's going to look like, boys. It is nice and Vexy. Obviously, we love the Vex Mythoclast, boys, don't we? It's such a sweet weapon, and this is how it's going to fire and everything like that, so you'll see. Oh, we got the double kill, and you'll see. Overcharge added 3 stacks, so after 2, you will get the, you get 3 for Guardians. In PvE, it's 1 enemy, so for 1 stack. In PvP, a Guardian kill is 3 stacks. Makes sense, makes sense. You need all 6, though, to actually do the alt fire. If you don't have all 6, you can't alt fire, but now I can, so I have a linear fusion rifle. And this will stay until I pretty much die or use it. So after every shot, 431, dude, just got domed. But after every shot, I will basically, I'm dead. You'll use 2 though, so you get 3 shots for every full stack, which honestly is super dope. And you can see it's so nice, especially with damage. 431. I don't know if this one-shot bodies with it, but you can see it's a dome machine. It's a freaking dome machine once you get it going. It's really cool. And as I said, as a Vex weapon itself, it's honestly not too bad, but 360 RPM, I will admit, not the greatest RPM of weapon in the world. You can kind of look at it as sort of like an auto rifle 360 high impact frame. They're not bad or anything, but they're definitely not the strongest archetype. I'm dead. I'm so freaking dead. Hey. What? He shoots me. There's 3 people there. And this guy just like, oh my god, he's killed everyone. Oh my god, he killed everyone. It was a massacre. You gotta see, Vex is really cool. I love the way it sounds and everything. I don't know, I wouldn't say it's as meaty as it used to be. I mean, the recoil, there is none on PC, but it's definitely as cool sounding. I mean, it sounds so good. I mean, just listen to it purr. And when you get the dome skis, you can't just annihilate some people. Now, we got the overcharge again. You don't have to use the overcharge if you don't want to or anything like that, but obviously, we're reviewing the weapon, so we want to do some damage there. We're going to body shot this guy, and it isn't actually a one-shot body or anything like that. So realistically, you're going to be going for domes once you get the overcharge at 833 RPM. It is quite large time, but again, you are using a primary weapon with linear fusion sort of stats, so it's honestly pretty cool. Now I'm going to get explosive throwing knife. But yeah, you can see it's honestly super cool. And as I said, this is going to get a buff sometime in the future, so this isn't even its final form. I will say, as a 360 as well, though, there is times where you're trying to go for a range, and it just kind of isn't really hitting it for you and stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, it's not bad or anything, but it's not like it's not a very consistent at range or anything like that. Like, you can see, you can do damage, and that guy got a freaking collateral. Oh, we get this guy though, who's one shot. Oh, he's going for heavy. He's going for heavy. He's going for heavy. Don't do it, bro. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. And there's the kill. Oh man, temper metal as well. But as I said, it's honestly pretty cool. I just love the overcharge. I think the fact that I can turn this into fusion for 2 kills, or linear for two kills, is honestly super dope. Obviously, the charge time is quite large, but oh, we got him! He still managed to kill me, but it one-shot a super. That's the other thing as well. You can one-shot a super, so if you want, you could leave it kind of sitting there and then pop it when you need to, because it won't leave your, you won't lose the overcharge unless you switch weapons. If you switch, it gets rid of all your stacks. Really, really, I wouldn't say unfortunate. I wouldn't say it's unfortunate. I think it's, I don't know, it sort of fits the Ace of Spades mechanic as well, but it honestly makes a bit of sense, because otherwise you just leave it there for super killing. I would have liked if it could do that. It's just a dope weapon overall. I am freaking loving this right now. As I said, it just brings back so many memories. It is a bit recoily, but so many good memories with this weapon, and I'm getting sniped again. What is going on with these snipers, boys? Did they get buffed or something? All right, we got a super though, so we might have done pop it, because I've literally had this super for like the whole game. We'll get 1. And he did. We'll get 2. This guy's trying to snipe me. If I get sniped one more time, I freaking swear to God, I'm uninstalling. We're gonna uninstall. Oh, how is that guy not dead? How are you not dead? What? Die, please. Oh my good God. We'll get this guy as well. This guy behind us. What? Oh, no. He actually supered me. This guy got a super back already. But I honestly will say the Vex, it's dope. I'm not going to be sitting here going get it as quick as you can, because you got no freaking choice in the matter. It's legit RNG to get, which honestly is quite unfortunate for a lot of people, because as I said, the RNG on this sucks donkey dog. I mean, this is probably the most RNG heavy weapon I've ever used. As I said, it's just like nobody actually has this weapon yet. It's legit. Everyone is trying to farm for this thing, and this guy is one shot. There we go. Reload, please. Thank you. Oh my good God. But yeah, loads of people are literally trying to grind this out so much. This guy's teabagging me because he knows I got the Vex. I understand that feeling, bro. I really do understand the feeling. But I will say, it's a beautiful weapon. It brings back a lot of memories, and the fact that this is going to get a buff of some form is really cool. Now, that is a golden gun, so we're going to do this. Screw it. No! Ah! Hang it. I gotta do it, boys. I have to whip the shotty out. I ain't killing that dude without the shotty. And we're getting power played again, boys. Why is everyone leaving? Come on. Oh, we'll get this guy now, though. And we'll try shred his ass. And yeah, 360 RPM. I'm not gonna say you're gonna lose every fight, but it's gonna be a lot more difficult. Oh, he's one shot. Oh my God, where was the dude who ran underneath the bridge? We team shot, he did. But yeah, it's just, as I said, it's legit. The only thing holding this back is its RPM. It's just not the most competitive one. You can see I'm spraying bullets left, right, and center at that dude, and he's just able to tank it all. It's just, honestly, 360s are one of the I'd say the lowest sort of meta in terms of auto rifles, so you can kind of expect that this one ain't gonna be that great. And that's another golden gun. They're running 3 golden guns, and I've died to every single freaking one, to like recoil wise, to control and stuff like that. So if you are going for range, definitely you need some like counterbalance. Well, not mods. You need something to control that recoil, because it's kind of difficult. I'm not gonna lie, it is not the easiest freaking gun to control, especially when we go to controller stuff. We're gonna try it and see that it's gonna be hard, but once you get that double kill, it is super nice to do this to people. I mean, I body shot him. We'll get this guy. No, I body shot 2 people. God dang it. Can this guy? No, sir. You know, screw it. Dude's got to snipe me. Bro. Don't even try it, bro. Come at me. Why can't I Icarus dash? My game is just all sorts of bugged right now. Where's this guy at? Okay, you just give me that heavy. Look at that guy. Throw it up there. Why not? Oh, we got him. No, we didn't get him. He's a sniper. He's got a sniper, but okay, that guy is making sure he hits the shot or something. I do not know. He just stood there looking at me. But hey, we're catching up, boys. Oh, we were so close to pulling this back. But yeah, they're going to cap E flag and win. Oh, it's an 8. It's Kobe. It's a freaking Kobe. We get one of them at least. Oh my God, the freaking range shot. Oh my God. Honestly, I did really like using it. I think it's a really cool weapon and stuff. I think it has very good potential. I think it is underperforming right now, and that's probably due to Bungie just not wanting this to be all sorts of broken, especially because it's so limited. It's really hard to get. But we got 34 opponents defeated, 2.0 efficiency. As I said, it's not bad. It's just, it's in an archetype that doesn't perform well solely by itself. All right. Time for the PvE side of things with our Vex. I did take the ornament off, so you could kind of see it in its glory, all of its prime and stuff. But honestly, I said the Vex isn't bad. I think it's in a pretty bad archetype. I know it's a fusion rifle. People are like, it's not an auto rifle, it's a fusion. 360 RPM. Basically, if you look at RPMs, it doesn't really matter the archetype. It literally, just know that they pretty much do the same damage all the time, unless it's like a special or a heavy or whatever. If they're primary and they both do 360 RPM, they're most likely going to do similar damage. And you can see that's the case with, obviously, the Vex and stuff. But honestly, you can see PvE, this isn't bad either. It takes a little bit to kill things as well. As I said, they really did need to buff this a little bit in PvP and PvE. As I said, they really undersold it, I think, just because they didn't want it to be all hell's broken. I know Bungie were probably hesitant of making this super strong, but you can see it takes a little bit, and obviously I've got to kill 6 things in PvE to get the overcharge going, but once you get it going, you can do some juicy ass DPS. There's an invader in here though somewhere. There he is. Okay, this guy could die. Is he dead? Boys, get him. Just get rid of him. He's just sitting there with a freaking grenade launcher. What? How is this guy getting away with that? I do not know, but there's the kill, and you can see we get a triple stack. So that is the difference between PvP and PvE. PvP, you get 3 stacks per kill. Obviously, PvE, you only get 1. Which makes sense because obviously PvE is a lot easier, but I think it's honestly a really cool weapon. If you want to get the catalyst as well, there is a bunch of steps to it. You got to do the raid fully again and like grind out the catalyst. But what you get from the catalyst will basically on every overcharge stack I get increased stability. So when I was talking about obviously it being pretty unstable, it is pretty stable once you get the catalyst going with it, but obviously you got to get kills and everything. So PvP, that's kind of like not really a good factor in PvE or PvP, but you can see definitely when you get the linear fusion going, it's pretty sweet. And the fact that it doesn't waste all your ammo either, so when you do use it, you can switch back. You do have all your sort of ammo back. It is kind of underwhelming, I've got to admit. I mean, I don't usually like say weapons are bad or anything, and don't get me wrong, this isn't terrible, but compared to what I could use instead of this as an exotic, so even like this risk runner PvE would be better just for like just mowing mobs down. It's faster RPM. It's just PvE is all about kind of high RPM things, and this one is just, it's not bad, but I'm telling you, 360 RPM, it's a bit too slow for it. I think that's it. I think one of the cool things they could have added was that with overcharge stacks, it increased the RPM. That would have been a really cool feature, but right now, it's a bit underwhelming how much damage you can actually do to things. Now, oh, Wet Sox is going over. Yep, he's going over. Might as well pop this. I will say, though, it's really cool that when you get it going, you can see the whole, like, shutter changes as well. It goes all white and stuff, which is really cool. But yeah, as I said, it's literally just, it's kind of underwhelming from what it used to be. I think that's the best way of looking at it. It's not a bad exotic right now, but if you use this back in D1, even when it got nerfed and stuff or rebuffed when it came out as a year 4 weapon, it still was really sweet. But now it's kind of just like, it's good once you get the linear fusion going, but before that, as like when it's a normal weapon, it's fun, obviously the sound and everything, but its damage is just kind of terrible. I mean, as I said, this RPM, it just isn't a competitive RPM at all. And the fact that you have to get 6 stacks as well, so 6 mobs or whatever with a bad RPM, kind of sucks. And the fact that as well in PvE, if you do switch out your weapons, which you're going to do constantly if you're using like breach and clear, any sort of grenade launcher, all that sort of jazz, it does make it very hard to use the Vex as a PvE weapon primarily. As I said, it's literally just, I'm telling you, the RPM really just does kill this weapon. I think it's really unfortunate because it's such a cool weapon. And it is synonymous as the very first raid weapon in the game, one of the best exotics from D1. And the fact that it's 360 RPM, it just kind of hinders it a lot. Don't get me wrong, it's getting above. Bungie have already said that it will get above sometime in the future, so don't think it's terrible and you shouldn't be grinding for it. So, because honestly, once they buff it, it could be insane. But I will say right now, it's kind of underwhelming, so even if you do get it, don't be expecting yourself to just absolutely slay with it. Well, that is it from me and the Vex Mythoclast. As I said, I was super hyped to get this. I still am excited to get it. As I said, getting this weapon again from D1, it was a fan favorite. It was one of the best weapons. Getting it again in your hands, it feels really good. It sounds just as good. I will say though, it is a bit underwhelming in terms of performance. It's not the best exotic in the world, or even if it was like a legendary weapon, honestly, legendaries with kill clip stuff will probably do better than this. This is like, you gotta get 2 kills at least to get this Mythoclast or the temporal unlimiter going, which honestly isn't too bad PvP, but as I said, you're using a very, very bad archetype in terms of 360 RPM to try get those kills, so it's gonna be a bit of a struggle to get them, especially with meta running around, or if you're not gonna use the Shroz, it's gonna be a 6v6 weapon 100%. And the other thing is, the charge time is honestly super high for a linear fusion rifle. I mean, you can see the Arbalest is a 533 charge time. I know it's a freaking special weapon. I know people are going to say that, but that's the thing. That can one-tap headshot as well. The Vex can't too. It can't one-shot body, and it's 820 charge time. So not alone does it have a really low RPM, it's also got a massive charge time. Now, don't get me wrong, it can one-shot supers and everything as well, which is super nice, but it's got a lot of things going against it. I really think Bungie, if they really want to make it viable, obviously damage is going to have to increase. The damage is way too low. Either increase the damage or increase the RPM so the damage actually matches the RPM. I think 360 is just too low. As I said, overall, it's a really cool weapon to get. I would say keep on grinding until you get it, because the drop rate is so bad that if this ever does become super good, you're going to regret not grinding it every chance you could, because it could take you forever. I mean, it's pure RNG. As I said, you get this from the Mythoclast raid. It is the final encounter against Atheon. It is the final raid drop. RNG is Hellnet. RNG, it exists though. It does exist. You can see it. But the RNG is disgustingly bad on this. So yeah, I'm just going to leave you off with, I wish you all the RNG in the freaking world to get this weapon. But regardless, if you liked the video, trust like, and want to see more content, subscribe. Fantastic day. And hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one.